I just realized I've sat down here with blue jeans on, and I would really rather be wearing that comfy robe, which also doesn't belong right there. You know, it's these things that we don't think about. So infrequently put on going outside of the house clothes. I usually am wearing stretchy pants. And just sitting down at the computer is like, oh, I did not think this through. There's a big difference between blue jeans and stretchy pants. Also, I have itchy hair on my neck, despite the fact that I brushed off very well. All of these things which distract us as we are trying to start stream. Welcome in. It's a mystery. Streamers do not have legs, so this should not be an issue. Yet somehow. This is my second cup of coffee. That may come as no surprise to some of you, but I don't usually have a second cup of coffee. I think Streamers Has Legs is a completely valid construction. I stand. All right, so today we are getting back on the rim. Streamers and mods do have boots on. Boots to boot people with? Is that what the boot reference is? It has been several weeks since my last RimWorld stream, and that's a long time. That's a very long time. And I have honestly barely played any RimWorld offline either during this time, because we're in a tricky situation with our Sunday game, Wildflowers, in which I have been attempting to create a save file off stream, which could save us if we fail in a major way. And I'm at this point where it's like, am I going to need it? I'm not sure, but it's taken me a long time to build that save file, and I'm still in the process of the like last nuances of making sure that they match as much as possible, in case a transition is needed. And I honestly don't want to take that step if it's not absolutely necessary. So I'm going to give our current Sunday cozy Wildflowers save file every chance. I'm not going to pull the plug before it's absolutely obvious that we have failed in a significant way and we need a second chance. But I have been building that as a backup, just in case things go down the toilet. It's such a cozy game that I kind of wonder, is it possible to fail in a really significant way, or will it turn out to not matter? It's possible that we just will not receive certain rewards that we might otherwise have been able to receive, instead of seriously failing in a significant way. I don't know. But today is not the Wildflower stream day. Today is the RimWorld stream day. And so I am loading up our RimWorld game. Shall we play a game? Chuni Ludu Ludon. I meant to tell you all, I mentioned in the Discord about a dream that I had last night. I was teaching an Esperanto class, and it became apparent there were maybe about 18 to 20, 17 to 20 people in the class, and it became apparent that there was a percentage, a non-zero number of people in this group who did not know what parts of speech were, who or had only like the vaguest idea that words fulfill certain specific roles, certain kinds of, that there were kinds of words that filled certain types of roles in their function in sentences, and did not have any concept whatsoever of what subject and object were in a sentence. And the lesson of the day was supposed to be the accusative, and really the whole group did not know the accusative in Esperanto. This is a case in Esperanto that used to exist in English, that it exists in English now only in a very limited way. We use words like he to refer to a man as the subject of the sentence, and him to refer to a man as the object of the sentence. So depending on whether the person being referred to is causing the action in the sentence or is receiving the action in the sentence. And that's something that exists in a much more kind of broad, like across all nouns type of way, rather than just in pronouns in Esperanto compared to English. But this was the first time I had run into, like, it wasn't real, it was a dream, but it was the first time that I had people in the classroom who didn't have those basic linguistic concepts already for me to build on. I think of learning languages as like you have a coat rack or a hat tree, if you can imagine, like a big strong pillar with different branches that come off of it, and each of those branches is a concept that then you can hook onto and add coats to your coat tree. But in some cases you need to grow a new branch in order to be able to put that coat on the coat rack. No, Ido was not involved in the dream, thank goodness. That would have been a real nightmare. But it was the first time that I ever made the decision, real or in a dream, to use English in the classroom. And I feel like it was a really good dream because I wasn't panicking or having any negative feelings at all, any negative reaction to where their level was. I was full of surprise when I realized what their coat tree did and did, mental coat tree did and did not contain in terms of linguistic concepts. But it was just, okay, surprise. Now what are the methods that I'm going to employ to move forward from where they are to where I need to get them to be today? And it was a really enjoyable lesson. It was an enjoyable challenge for me, and I could feel them growing, those coat trees as we went along. So that was a really interesting dream. I don't have classroom dreams all the time. As someone who has spent time in the classroom on both sides of the teacher's desk, classroom dreams are something that have been a part of my life for the majority of my life. And I have to say, the dreams where I am a teacher are usually, but not always, less stressful than the dreams in which I'm a student. The dreams in which I'm a student are more frequently stressful than not stressful, I have to say. That's probably the case for the majority of y'all. I think that's just normal. We carry a lot of stress from our formative years, and education is part of that we carry on and still have dreams about decades later. I can't get into my locker to get my books and I'm going to be late to class, or I have an exam to sit and I can't find the right classroom, or I'm sitting here taking this test and I've never seen any of the material that I'm being tested on. I think these are all perfectly normal dreams. I think for me, the first one was I think this is the sentence I remember as my one of my first sentences in Esperanto. A father drinks coffee. Anyway, this is not an Esperanto stream, but on Friday, when it is an Esperanto stream, I only speak in Esperanto, and this story was a little bit more for telling in English because it was a first time that I was in a classroom setting using English. But I used the postal course as well. It's not that I didn't see that birdo captas insecton, but I do recall patro trinkas kafon kun lacto as a sentence that sticks in my mind from years ago when I was 11 years old. That was my first lessons, and it was Jose. Hello. It was Cathy Schultze who graded my lessons at the time, and she was the Esperanto speaker who took it upon herself to do something about the terrible reputation that Americans have had, I will say, because she was successful, in my opinion. Americans had a deserved and terrible reputation for speaking Esperanto, not only poorly with poor grammar, but most of all with a terrible accent, a very strong national accent, native language accent. We're at a disadvantage because we are not surrounded by people speaking other languages all the time, and many of us, due to circumstances beyond our own control, never master a second language in school. A lot of times that's not sufficient exposure to get us to the point where and the school system starts us learning languages so late in our growing up years that our American pronunciation is really set in stone for a lot of people, and it's difficult to overcome that strong accent when we speak any other language. So she said to herself, what's the solution? What are we going to do? She started a program, a course, a series of courses that at the time that it started, and also when I was a student, when I was a teenager there, was a 3-week residential Esperanto course that always had at least some of the teachers from other countries to help us learn to speak correctly and with a better accent. So, over decades, it actually worked. I was at the World Esperanto Conference in Montreal last summer, and the Universal Esperanto Association made a statement that the Americans spoke Esperanto well and without a strong accent. I think that statement was interpreted as better than expected, which means we are successfully battling that prejudice, which had been deserved and now no longer so in most cases. There are still people who speak Esperanto with a strong American accent, but I'm really happy that Cathy developed that course, and it's still in existence and will be happening in Raleigh this summer. Constellatio, if you have a link about NASC, maybe you could maybe you could pop that into chat. That would be awesome. I'm looking for a cover for my coffee so that it will not get so cold. Bam. Coffee is covered. Water, welcome in. Water, my first mod, who is now an affiliated Twitch streamer. I am so heckin' proud. Y'all go follow Water. It's so happifying. I don't have a better word right now. To see the community grow in that way, and that people who we know and love, who are now also doing the streamer thing. So gives me so much joy. So much joy. All right. I'm in the RimWorld category, and I'm talking and telling stories. So let's go to the gaming screen and pull up RimWorld. Oh, look, it's already up already. I love it. We're loading, and it is Bramble or Delta? It's Delta. Is that right? I think Delta is our... I think Delta's the right one. Adjusting camera. All right. This is it, guys, right? Lupin, saluton, hello. I would have never ever done it, says Water, without your encouragement and support. Aww. Well, I am glad you are doing it, so I'm glad I poked. This is the right one, right, guys? Yes, the Esperanto one is the one in the rainforest. And it's raining here. Let me check my audio because I want music. Ha ha ha. How loud do we want the music? Is it good here? I like it. Thank you for that, Constellatio. Saluton Solune. Telehealth. All right. I'm so glad telehealth exists. All right. We seem to be making a metric ton of cowboy hats. Am I allowed to say? I'm allowed to say that, right? Is that PG friendly? If not, my apologies. We are making cowboy hats. It's Solune who's making cowboy hats, and in the meantime, increasing his skill in crafting. He has made so much progress moving from level 4 to level 5. We have a quest to make cowboy hats. This nearby settlement, Pyote, wants 39 cowboy hats, but they're picky. They can't be bad quality cowboy hats. They have to be at least normal or better. And if you can see here, a lot of these cowboy hats have little X's. Oh, hang on. Okay, so any cowboy hat that's normal or better has a little X. All of these ones that don't have X's are poor quality or awful quality cowboy hats. Oh, here's another new normal one. Normal. So I'm saying don't touch these when we get a normal one, so that the colonists will leave them alone so that we can deliver them to our trading partners. How many do we have? 28 total. That's not nearly enough, considering that some of them are not good enough quality. So we're working on it. When I first started studying at NASC, I lived in Missouri, and NASC was in California. But there are stipends, study stipends, and there are... Now, I haven't heard a lot of talk about the travel stipends, but in certain cases, there have been, and I believe may very well still be, travel stipends available. So, don't rule it out. If finances are the only reason that you're thinking it's not possible, don't rule it out. There is no course this year for absolute beginners who know nothing about Esperanto, but there is a course for people who know some of the basics. So if you don't really know Esperanto yet, but you know a little something, then I can point you at some resources to help you determine whether or not you're ready for a course at NASC. So that's what we're doing. We're making hats. Saluna is making hats. I'm sleeping. I have a fabulous pink veil and purple hair. I'm really digging it. Mole is making furniture. Mole is making furniture in our 2 new bedrooms. They're brand new. I don't know if anybody's sleeping here yet. Nobody is staying here yet. We've been staying in rooms that are not exactly bedrooms. This is a prison cell, which sometimes is a hospital. Mole has created a masterwork of a wooden double bed. This furniture is engraved with the portrayal of a muffalo lying in bed next to her infant, a muffalo who is bloody and crying. A drunkard watches from a distance. The work has a glitch art feeling and a vertical structure. The artwork relates to the muffalo giving birth to the muffalo on the 4th of April, 5501. Okay, we have a masterwork bed with some artwork on it. That's crazy. Ranter Jack, hello. More hats. Yes, we are making more hats. Mole's going to bed. Mole was making more furniture and is now going to bed. Almost all the furniture in the 2 new rooms has been made. Let's see. How are those rooms? Awful. This one is mediocre. That one's mediocre. This is mediocre. Oh no, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Awful. They're all awful. All right. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. What about this one? Also awful. All of the bedrooms are awful. That's very depressing. I've been trying to put some furniture in there, but maybe it's just not enough. We'll just turn off those room stats because it's depressing to look at them. Irizano is having a meal. It's late. Irizano's been cooking up a storm, but we are a bit short on meals. We've got 8. That's, not a crisis, but we like to keep an eye on it because this game is not Don't Starve, but kind of should be called Don't Starve because the first umpteen times I failed in this game, it was due to starvation. A minor break risk. Someone is unhappy. Who is it? Irizano. That seems to be just normal MO. What can I do to help? Minor pain, darkness, awful bedroom, and soaking wet. Well, I can't do anything about the fact that it's dark and you're wet, except for look at your work schedule. Yes, we have an interesting work schedule. Okay, this is what we did at the end of last stream. We changed to a biphasic sleep schedule, and they're not simultaneous. They're not all working and all sleeping at the same time, all working at the same time and all sleeping at the same time, because we're trying to avoid fist fights? Yes. That's how I want to say it. We're trying to avoid social fights, and the problem is that I'm horribly ugly. Staggeringly ugly, as a matter of fact, which leads to people starting fist fights with me because they feel so uncomfortable about being around me. Yeah, we've got a lot of awful bedrooms, Water. It's true. It's true. But we're doing our best, and it might help if we get out of sleeping in rooms that are not bedrooms. You know what I mean? Like, nobody is sleeping in that bedroom. All right, well, it's not a bedroom anyway. It's our brewery. It's nice that we have a brewery. You have a terrific news, a job offer as a game developer for a mobile company. Yes, way to go, Solune. I am so excited for you. That's going to be awesome. Okay, heat wave is over. That was a very short heat wave, I think. I'm super, super excited for you. I hope you love it. It is really wonderful news. It's the sort of thing you've been hoping for, isn't it? Wanting to get going for you, for yourself in your life. All right, I'm going to go eat a meal. Solune's still making hats. You are on it. Let's check on if we have any more good quality hats. Nope. Any more hats in general? 28 still. All right. It takes a while to make a hat. Oh no, he's making a duster. Nice. Not just a duster, a devil strand duster. Now, I did not plan this out very well. Honestly, I should have saved using the devil strand until Solune has leveled up the skills a little bit, because devil strand's kind of special, but it is what it is. We're not going to stop it now. Until my start date, I'll keep making those cowboy hats. Nice, thanks. I appreciate you. You know what we could do, though? It might be that it's not until the thing gets finished that the actual quality is set. Let's try that. Let's try pausing that. And we can go back to it later. We can just focus on the cowboy hats and make the duster later. 41 is not going to be enough. 1, 2, 3. A group of travelers from Isitos are passing by, but we cannot trade with them, unfortunately. All right, let's count the bad ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to increase our number ordered and see if that'll do the trick. All right, what am I up to? I'm making beer. I like it. Irizanyo, what are you up to? Also making beer. We're doing the things. Nice. Everybody else has gone to bed already. Water screaming. It's okay. Light screaming is, lightly tolerated. Mole is up and about. Gonna play some poker. All right. One of the things that we can do to make the bedrooms less awful is smooth the walls and put in a floor. Do we have tiles? We do. We can make a granite floor or a limestone floor. I feel like limestone is reasonable. Let's make a limestone floor. Paved tile. Is that it? No, sandstone tile. Limestone tile. Boom. I don't know. 112. How much do we have? We might not have quite enough for both rooms, but hopefully by the time we finish both rooms, we will. There's certainly plenty of limestone around for us to create tile out of. Did we buy that tile or make that tile? I don't. Stone cutters. Make limestone blocks. Okay, so we should keep it around there, and as we use up some, we'll make some more. That sounds good. You haven't streamed a while, but you want to join a game jam next month. Oh, I would love it. What game are you playing? And are you playing in English or Esperanto? We love seeing you stream. Even, I also enjoy like the co-working style streams that Lupin does sometimes. Those are really cool. So even if you've just got other things to do, you can always, if you feel like it would be helpful for your focus, add the co-working element to it. If that's not helpful for me, like as far as music goes, I wanted to get better at music, but I wasn't putting in the time to do it. And so I said, okay, I'm going to stream music on Twitch, and that gave me something to be responsible for. Like I had said I was going to show up. So here you can see now those blocks have been used, and Mole is just immediately going in there and making some more. So that's perfect. These areas here are being filled in with blocks that it's like the supplies have been delivered to the place to do the thing. The thing hasn't been done yet. But okay, now I understand. I used to watch Lopar Panda do game jams. I had forgotten what a game jam was. So, you're making a game in Esperanto? Because I would love to play a game in Esperanto if you do. That'd be fun. Also, are you part of the Discord for Esperanto speakers who like to play video games? Because that's another place where you could tell people about your game. Oh, there's more than one. But yeah, there's not a ton. So I'm excited at how quickly these floors are coming together. That's better than expected. It would be nice if we had more than one construction person right now, but we don't. The good news is that we have Stug, who's amazing at delivering the supplies to places. So that leaves Mole free to spend his valuable time actually constructing the things. So that's good. We'll go ahead and mine that. And that. And that'll give us some more limestone. Good. All right, so when Solune isn't making hats, research is going on. We're learning about long blades right now. But the hats, though, how come research is happening when tailoring is a higher priority? We don't have the materials we need. That's what it is. All right. That's what it is. Should we, let's see, how's our amount of food for our animals? It's great. Okay, we don't need to go there. We can go hunting. What are we hunting? I don't see what I'm looking for. I do not see what I'm looking for here. So that means we are going here instead. Let's do this. That's fine. Who is in charge of animals? I think it's me. I think I'm the one. Animals? Handling animals. Yes, that's me. I'm the one responsible for that. I'm not sure if I'm in this Discord. Okay. Are any of you all in it? Do I have any mods in chat who are in the Discord for Esperanto video game enthusiasts who are looking for other people to play video games with in Esperanto? If not, I will take a moment to go find that link and put it in chat. But if a mod can do it. Oh, we're low on food. low on food. That's okay because I'm about to, when I get my lazy butt out of bed, I'm about to go slaughter a muffalo. And that will give us not only materials to make more hats from, but also buffalo steaks. And it's looking really dirty in here. Isn't there anybody who can do a little cleaning up? It's looking bad. Stug is inspired for what? Oh, trade. Hopefully someone will come and trade with us. Let's just clean up in the kitchen a bit because it's dangerous to have a super dirty kitchen. And it's not a bad idea to clean all of this other stuff. The dog got sick. Ew. We have a puppy. We have a puppy. Let's train the puppy. We have several untrained. We have 3 not fully trained puppies. We have 7 Yorkshire Terriers. And I bemoan it every time, but maybe one of these days we will go on a trading mission and we will wind up with a different sort of dog, come home with a different sort of dog. That is my hope. The Yorkies are cute. There is no doubt about that. Cargo pods have arrived. Perhaps we will find something useful in the wreckage. Well, let's just jump over there and see what that is all about. Yes, Mega Sloth wool. Guess what we can do with this? We can make cowboy hats. Oh, yeah. We are definitely using that. Let's double check. Cowboy hats, details. Mega Sloth wool is allowed. We technically don't have any, but when we go and get it, we will. All right, and Stug is the one that can do that. I know, he's busy cleaning up everything right now, but when he's done with that, you could bring in the Mega Sloth wool. That'll be a whole day's job running back and forth, but he's fast. He's really fast. He's a jogger, which is an amazing trait to have. He gets everywhere faster. Everything he does that involves like crossing the map for any reason, he's just going to get there a lot faster. All right, our beer is coming along nicely. However, it'd be good to clean. I don't know if we can get sick from drinking beer made in a dirty brewery, but I think cleaning is always a good idea. I wish they would kind of do it a little more often. Like, you're going to a place, you're about to do a thing. Is there dirt there? Let's clean it, then do the thing. That'd be a lovely mod to have. Do I have it? I don't. I'm running vanilla. Phooey. All right, that's not the Discord I was talking about, so I am going to go to my Discord and find the link to the games. What's it called? Ludo? Nope, that's a different game-related one. Esperanto Ludejo. Invite people. Copy. Paste. There you go. That is the Discord for Esperanto speakers who like playing video games. Well, I mean, I did ask for a Discord link. I did that. I did that thing. That is a thing that I did. All right, Irizanyo is cooking a meal. Well, that's just excellent because we're short on meals and I'm enjoying a lovely game of poker. But what about Muffalo number 5? Am I going to do anything about Muffalo number 5? Muffalo number 5's number has come up. Number 5 is alive at the moment. We're at low food again. That's my fault. And I've gone back to sleep again. This is the unfortunate thing about a biphasic sleep cycle. Everybody's always going to bed. But one of the benefits is that at any given time during the day, if an emergency happens or a raid comes in or something happens that really needs taken care of, chances of people being better rested and therefore better able to handle the crisis are much, much higher. So I have been experimenting with this biphasic sleep cycle. Don't try this at home, kids. I feel like for our purposes here on the Rim, it works quite well. And in fact, on my off-stream colony, I ran into some really big crises. And for a portion of those colonists, I went to a triphasic sleep cycle where pretty much all they were doing was sleeping, taking care of their needs, and then sleeping. And if at some point all of their needs were fulfilled, going and taking care of a task and then going back to bed. And for a period of time, while they temporarily had mood debuffs that were absolutely enormous and would have caused them to have severe mental breaks like murder sprees, it definitely does the trick. And it's not that nothing gets done in the meantime, it's that you're prioritizing the self-care completely for a little while. And I gotta say, it works. It's good. All right, so hopefully after I finish my second sleep, I will take care of unaliving Muffalo number 5 so that we can have some more meals. Because, no, I'm going back to beer. Let's look at my priorities here. Cooking is a higher priority than handling. All right, we're going to make cooking priority level 2. I think temporarily we popped it up to 1, but to be honest, I'm not the best cook. It's Irizano. And therefore, because my cooking skill is below 8, I'm doing only certain cooking tasks. That's butchering and making beer. Because those are the things that I can do without my low skill level resulting in food poisoning for everyone else. And we like it that way. That way I increase my skill level gradually at less risk to others. This is good. This is a good thing. Irizano's going to bed. Irizano has a good bed, but there are better beds than that, aren't there? I think having a really good bed maybe makes a big difference here. We have an excellent bed with art there and a masterwork bed with art there. Irizano has a bit of a tougher life than some others. Let me look at the bio and explain. She's at a mental break risk. She learns faster than everyone else, which is wonderful, but sometimes it just all gets to her. So what are the things that we can do to help her feel better? I think moving her to this bedroom could be a good thing. Let's see, what is better about this bedroom besides the bed being a masterwork? It has 2 end tables, one of which is a masterwork, one of which is excellent. It has an excellent table, normal game board. Do we have any better game boards? Yes. All right, we're going to swap things out here a little bit. We're going to uninstall this. Do we have any excellent armchairs? Yes. All right, we're going to cancel that and move this armchair here. And we need a dresser. Have we got a really nice dresser anywhere? We don't have very many dressers at all yet, frankly. If we have a really nice one, we're going to move it in there. Excellent. With art. I love it. We're going to move this dresser. Where should we put it? Will that really work? I'm trying to see where the front end of the dresser is. It's really hard to tell. Well, if I install it backward, it'll be nearly impossible to tell with it being sideways like that. All right. So this is going to be Irizanyo's room. I think I'm going to go ahead and set that up now, even though the room isn't really ready. And then we can go ahead and deal with the fallout of having moved all of those pieces of furniture gradually. But it makes me realize we still have rooms that don't have a dresser. So let's add a dresser to this room. This room. Oh, we don't have enough wood for that. Well, that's okay. We don't necessarily want to be building wood furniture anyway, because frankly, I don't think it's impressive enough. What have we got? Limestone, sandstone. We're not building a uranium dresser. We could build a steel dresser. Have we got any granite at all? What have we got? Stone blocks. Sandstone, granite, and limestone. Have we got any marble? Where's just stone? That doesn't show up? Is it here? Yes. No. Just stone doesn't show up. All right. Let's try, because I don't know if we have any marble on the map. Let's try making marble blocks until we have that many. I don't know if it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, that means we don't have any marble here. I think we don't. Let's just look around. We've got limestone, sandstone, steel, compacted machinery, more steel, plenty of steel. Mostly limestone here. That's not great. Not super useful. We had a pocket of uranium that has not been moved to storage yet. Limestone and sandstone is not a great, not great resources here. There are many things I love about this map. I feel super secure here compared to average. But the resources are not phenomenal. That's okay. We're just all gonna do our best anyway. Mole is grabbing the limestone to make more blocks. Okay. Interesting that you're going there for it. I don't hate that. Irisanyo's cooking meals. Now, this is a little bit of a waste of time when we have Stug who's great at moving things. I think we need to make a better plan. Let's say for our meals, we're going to say ingredient radius. Let's make it smaller. Let's make it 50. Same thing with this. Ingredient radius 50. And we're going to make the ingredient radius really small here. Basically just, you know, if we've got it right in the room, we will do it, and if not, we will not. And that will save us time, because that will mean it's Stug who moves really quickly who's moving the things, rather than Irizanyo being like, oh, I feel like cooking a meal. Let's walk halfway across the map to grab those berries. It would be better if the berries were already there. Now, there are berries right here, but it's not enough for a meal. So in this case, she'll wait until she has enough berries for a meal. What about the psychoid leaves? Is there anything we can do with those? Can we make tea? We can make tea. Let's make tea. There's another thing that can be done. It should be, you know what? I don't know whether you can get sick from making tea. So I'm going to just assume that you might be able to. And we're going to bring that ingredient radius down to 50. And then so we make some pemmican. We can't make travel meals yet. We'll make some pemmican. Low food. Help. All right. Making pemmican. Level 8 and up. Ingredients 50 radius. 50. Let's do it until we have 50. Let's do that over here. Okay. So far, so good. Let's look at how it's going with the hats. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. I need to zoom in more. We're looking at the hats. We have more new hats. More better. More hats, more better. More better hats. We have 2 new better hats. I like it. All right. Irisanyo's gone over there to get more berries again. Do I need to make my radius smaller again? Bring it down to 33. I'm sorry, there's an alarm that's going off that I need to go and stop because it's not stopping. Sorry about that. Hopefully that won't go off again. We are smallerifying the radius to 33 for all of these things. And I didn't click that button. Did it work anyway? Yes. Ingredient radius 50, 33. 33. Good. All right, Irisanyo. Well, no wonder you're in a bad mood. You've had to run all the way across the map just to get those berries. Hopefully that will be the last time you do that. We shall see. So let's just double check that Stug's priorities are hauling. I'm going to pop that up to number 1. And frankly, I want to avoid number 1 generally. I think Mole has crafting as a number 1. That's not correct. We want that to be number 2. And we want construction to be hunting, it's not going to come up very often. So construction is going to be Mole's first priority in general. Then Solune tailoring, yes, that's fine because we have a special order. And for me, plant cutting, why did I do that? Because we were starving. That's why. All right. So I'm putting that back to 2. This is good. I think this is good. Now I'm hauling the berries in because it's on the way. We have a little fire here. No big deal, just a little fire. It's pretty far away from the boom rats. The boom rat is approaching the fire. I wish it would not do that. Yes, go away. Go away, boom rat. We do not want you there. More alarmed by the alarms that sometimes go off at the supermarket for no rhyme or reason. I do remember that from when I was a supermarket employee. I'm moving the angle of my... Is that too much? We'll just put that there and see how that goes. All right. For some reason today, the music is driving me up the wall. I'm not quite sure what to do about it. I know that the music is like an enjoyable part of it, but sometimes I wind up streaming without music, and this might be one of those days because I think I just can't keep going with the music on. It's driving me insane. We're going to turn it down and see if that makes it a little bit better. I'm sorry I'm so super snuffly today. Last night I went for a walk after dinner and I came back and I went, I have an itchy nose. It's time to start taking the Claritin. So I started taking the Claritin, but it takes a few days for that to kick in. So I'm starting out with both Claritin and a homeopathic allergy remedy. I'm not a huge believer in homeopathics, but there are certain instances in which I have found it to be helpful. It's possible that that is entirely in my head. However, it's good that I'm not doing music today, since I am quite congested. So Mole's making progress on the floor, improving this room for Irizanyo, who is trying to sleep while Mole is laying tile in her bedroom. That's got to be annoying. Is she annoyed is the question. She's more annoyed by the unsightly environment than by the disturbed sleep. All right. Well, the fact that he is doing something about the unsightly environment means both short-term and long-term, what he is doing is worthwhile, despite the fact that he's disturbing her sleep, and she's going to be annoyed about that for 24 hours. 23 now. So, let's have a quick look around to see if that thunderstorm killed any animals, because sometimes an animal gets like struck by lightning, and then if it's just lying around and going to waste, then it's better if we take advantage. There's a bit more fire over here. You might eventually consider... No, it's raining enough. That's going to be fine. Let's tame those muffalo when we have a chance. I don't see any animals that are just waiting for us to collect them. Okay, Irizanyo's not in the best of moods. Next time she goes to sleep in her room, it will have a lovely floor, which I'm very happy about. She's cooking so far without going all the way across the map, which I think is good. I am taking care of the milking, which will bring us some more ingredients. Then I can do some butchering. We've got a turkey and a muffalo. And if I take care of that muffalo, then Solune will be able to make some more hats. We have not gotten around to bringing in that wool. Why? We have. Did it get used up? What's the story with the muffalo wool? We had a windfall of muffalo wool, and it's disappeared. It's a mystery. So when you... here it is. Oh, mega sloth wool. No, that's not right. Muffalo wool. 5. Did we use it all up already? No. We didn't, right? 34. I mean, maybe. It's a mystery. If you shear a muffalo, you get muffalo wool. If you slaughter a muffalo, you get blue fur. So I I think either of them can be used to make hats. So I'm going to ask Salune if you could just go ahead and do that. I think I had pink pants, but now those are kind of worn out. So I have changed my attire. Or maybe it was Irizanyo who had the pink pants. Oh no, the hops has rotted. All right. Well, I did change my priorities. I was making beer more frequently. I mean, there's a lot of animal handling to do. I'm not going to be getting around to that beer very frequently, but Irizanyo should. Now the question is Irizanyo allowed to make beer? Aha, Irizanyo is not. Okay, well, let's allow anyone to make beer. That might help. And I think that nobody will get food poisoning. I think. I hope. We'll find out, won't we? Rip hops. A muffalo gone. Bye-bye. I don't know what happened or why. But it does appear to have disappeared. Maybe it was used to make an armchair or something like that. That's entirely possible. In fact, it's kind of probable. Let's ask Stug to do a few deliveries of furniture. That should help. Oop, a fire. Yeah, that's a little close to the ambrosia. And it is currently not raining, which means we should kind of do something about this fire here. Let's expand our home area to include all of that fire so that someone, not me, evidently, not Salune, not Irizanyo, who's going to do something about this fire here? Hello? Anybody? Oh, me, finally, good. Anybody else? No? Okay. Oh, all right, Irizanyo's going to come join me. Salune's still making a hat. That's okay. What are we making a hat out of? Pigskin. That's a reasonable thing to make a hat out of. All right. So far, so good here. That's a lot of fire. How about if I start right there? That's a good place to start. Oh, it's spreading kind of quickly. Are 2 people going to be enough to deal with this fire? And unfortunately, we don't have like water hoses. We're just kind of beating it out with pieces of fabric, if I understand correctly. Like, take off your jacket and start hitting the fire. You think it's going to be okay? Yeah, I think so too. Because what really matters is not that we prevent any of this from burning, but that we prevent these from burning. Even if we lose this heel root here, that's not the end of the world. So a little bit of redirection, I think, is all that's needed. Constellazio's working in the field over here, planting some corn. The home area needs to be shifted again to include all of the fire. And Mole's coming to join us. Good. Good news. Do the clothes get ruined or themselves hurt? No. Maybe they have like fire retardant blankets in their back pocket that they use. I'm not really sure. Not sure. Good. Now we have 3. And Stug is joining us, and Stug moves quickly. We like it. I think I need to just keep adjusting this home area as necessary. I think we've got it now. Whew, it started raining. That really helps a lot because it was going a little faster than we were. All right, all done. We will now change that home area back to what it was before. So they only fight fires in their home area. And home area determines like where do we clean and where do we firefight, basically. It's also possible to limit people to staying inside the home area, for example. I wish that cleaning and firefighting were two separate things because I don't want to clean my fields. I do want to firefight in my fields. And I feel like that's perfectly reasonable and logical and shouldn't require a mod for cleaning and firefighting to be separate tasks. That's just my opinion. But that's my opinion as a person who is trying to run on vanilla. So I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I need to just accept the fact that life is better with mods. I'm not saying I will never run mods again. It's just not a fit for me at this time. All right. Let's check on our hats again. I'm looking for new, normal, or better quality hats. I don't see any. Oh, here they are. We have a good one. Excellent. And a normal one. Cool. All right, we're running out of places to store things. How's my drug policy? What is drug policy 5? Drug policy 5? Yes, everything's fine. This is what I want my drug policy to be. Should I change these percentages by a little bit? Yeah, let's just widen the gap a bit between these things. Go to 40%. Let's go. 42%. 37%. 33%. 30%. Just something like that. I don't know. Is that close enough? That's close enough. That's fine. Life is better with mods, says the OG mod. All right. Isanyo's cooking meals. You love to see it. Are we out of materials again? 23 isn't enough. We need how much? 25 to make a cowboy hat? 30. No, 25. We do not have 25 of anything. I'm not willing to make hats out of my devil strand. It's not happening. Sorry, guys. Not going to do it. So, what are we going to do to get ourselves some more materials? Leather is lacking. All right. Whose bed is this? Unowned. Constellatio Solune Alex Erisanyo sleeps here. Mole is here. All right. That means we don't really need to bother cleaning that room this very second. That's fine. Do we have two? Oh, we have, there's some marble. We found some marble, guys. Could be way too dangerous to try to take. Can RimWorld Irisanyo come to my IRL house and cook some meals? Oh, that would be cool. What mod do we need for that? What mod do we need for that? I don't know. All right. So Lune's working on the research. We are learning about long blades that will allow us to make long swords and spears. We are not great at research, so that is why we're taking it slow and paying attention to our order of operations here with our research. Our tribe is a Neolithic faction. Watch out for losing marbles. Yes, indeed. Our tribe is a Neolithic faction, which means we're just generally not that great at research. However, Sulune is a smart guy, very capable amateur, and is progressing, as you can see, relatively quickly towards the next level. So he's making progress. I'm very proud. We're getting the things done. Sulune must be on it. Yes, Sulune's on a different sleep schedule. I'm on a different sleep schedule. Everybody else is on the same sleep schedule, but Sulune and I each have our very own individual and unique sleep schedules compared to everyone else. So as to, avoid everybody as much as possible. That's just, some people prefer to just avoid folks. And that's what we're catering to here in this colony. We're allowing people who don't get along. Like I don't get along with Sulune that much. We don't Sulune doesn't like me at all. I don't like Sulune very much either. And so this is just our colonists, not IRL or even, like in Discord or whatever. We're just talking about the colonists. Don't get along. So that's why we're on separate work and sleep schedules. Water's on your own sleep schedule. We were having a discussion in Discord about neuroatypical brains and how the Maori word for autism is being in one's own time and or space. And I think that's a fit sometimes. I think that kind of makes sense. But I also find it very interesting, given some of the myths that have arisen in recent decades about autism, that there are people within tribal cultures that there is a term for autism in the Maori culture. I don't think that really substantiates some of the more recent myths that have cropped up about things that people say cause autism. So that's just something that I find interesting. Irisanyo's cooking up a storm again. Stug is doing a great job bringing things places. That is the thing that Stug does the best. Is there a band called The Spectrums? Because if not, we should put together our own band and call it that. Absolutely. What are you going to play? And are you going to go back to Venezuela and get your cuatro? So let's see. I am not keeping up with taming animals, because I'm finding that there's already a lot of work to do just keeping up with the animals that are already inside the pen. It's a big pen. They have plenty to eat. It's wonderful. Some of this is food that we are growing for ourselves, and that's being calculated as part of the food that's available for animals. So this stockpile is it's not real. I want my Quattro back. Is there anyone that can send it to you? Because that might be a little bit less expensive than going and recovering it yourself. But that might be difficult and or potentially impossible. All right. It will not happen, at least not in the next year or two. Either going or sending. I take that. I think I understand you to be saying. All right. The alpaca wool is coming in. Can we make hats out of alpaca wool? Please tell me yes. Alpaca wool, yes. We can make hats out of alpaca wool. Excellent. All right. Is anyone else any good at cooking at all? 2, 2, 2, 3. I think it would be a waste of time for Stug to do cooking. But let's go ahead and allow it, basically. That way I could ask Stug in an emergency to pitch in. Singing, yes. Yes. Alrighty. We're having a trouble with not enough storage space. What am I supposed to be keeping in this? Wood, right? That's our wood storage. We don't even have any wood. That's wood storage. Well then, let's shrink that down. And let's make this larger. Seems good, right? That's wrong. Let's do it in the other order. There we go. That'll be better. Okay. I am kind of not feeling very hopeful about this quest. Time is running out. We have everything to gain. I want the prizes so very much. 3 skill trainers. Wouldn't that be amazing? But I don't think we're going to make it. It's just taking too much time to get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is all we have, and we need 39. Oh, and 2 more here. Still, we have 20 and we need 39. Given that maybe half of them are coming out quality enough, it's taken a long time. It'll be touch and go because there's also travel time. Oh gosh, my nose itches so much. 1.1 days travel time. Expires in 8.6 days. And it takes a while to gather things together when we're going on a caravan. So it is good to start packing the day before you have to leave. Gosh, Kitty, thank you for your follow. Sorry for that terrible timing. Welcome in, Bonavanon. It's good to meet a new friend. Do you play RimWorld? Do you like RimWorld? It's a game I enjoy, but I'm stressing out about my current quest right now. My quest stands to gain me a skill trainer in crafting, artistic, and mining, which would be amazing. But we're really struggling because only about half of the hats that we're making are coming out good enough quality to be tradable. So hopefully we'll make it. I've changed us to a biphasic sleep schedule. Hopefully it'll all work out. 1 hour, 30 minutes. That's not bad. All right. I think part of the problem here is we have a limited workforce. Haha dogs, hello. Welcome in. So good to see you. Hope you are doing well. So I'm interested in expanding our workforce here. And I don't know, like, will we, when we go traveling, will we find a tribe to trade with who would be willing for some amount of compensation to allow us to go home with more people than we came with? I'm talking about, liberating people from slavery here. We're the good guys. We're the good guys in this colony. So that's something that I've seen almost only in extremely early game, like the first 30 to 60 days in game. And then after that, it's kind of like, nope. And I don't know whether that's a real thing, like whether it is limited to that early game or whether it's just I happen to have noticed it then and not other times. I don't know. If any of you play RimWorld, maybe let me know what your experience has been about finding opportunities to liberate folks from slavery from other villages in your area on the map. I'm enjoying a delicious blueberry flavored hydration with electrolytes, and it's tasty. Not that, I'm really sweating, but the room is warm. I'm not really sweating today. Some days the room is that warm. Today is not that day, thank goodness. Okay, could we? It-san use digging. Why? Do we not have ingredients to make food from? It must mean we do not have ingredients to make food. That's not true. All right. We have ingredients. Let's look at, we have ingredients inside that radius. Oh, we have a limit. Let's look at that limit. We will increase that limit. Hey, we haven't had this many meals at once for a long time, if ever, in this colony. We're doing okay on meals. That's amazing. Okay, how is it? This needs to be moved somewhere. Who doesn't have a game board? We can move it here. Yeah, that's not great, but that's how that's gonna fit. And then we need one of these, and we'll fit it this way because it doesn't really matter what direction the chair is at. I mean, you can use the chair sitting sideways, which is very helpful. So they can sit in this chair, which is facing in that direction, and they can eat a meal at the table over here, or they can play the game that's over here on this side. Which I was happy when I discovered that, because that means I can make better use of small spaces. Unfortunately, Salome went to bed before tidying the room, So that's going to be something that's annoying him. Irisanyo has a brand new hat. No wonder we haven't been keeping up with making hats. Everybody's picking up the nice hats. Oh, this is the hyperweave cowboy hat. Well, never mind. That's not one of the ones that Salune made for our trade. Never mind. I jumped to a conclusion. Mole's hat, on the other hand, he's wearing one of the poor quality ones. That's exactly what I intended. Salune is wearing a bowler hat. All right. Nobody's grabbing the hats that I want to trade. So Lune's back at it, finishing up an alpaca cowboy hat. I would love to wear an alpaca cowboy hat. That'd be awesome. It is of normal quality. Yes! Well done, Solune. Into the next one, another alpaca one. Mole is making that alpaca wool chair. That's got to be so cozy. An alpaca wool armchair. Heaven, right? That's got to be heaven. Also, he's so good at furniture now. Sometimes he makes master artwork of a furniture, which is always exciting when that happens. Let's have Stug move that game board when he's got the time. Irisanyo's doing a great job with keeping on top of the meals. We've got plenty for once. And we're just super crowded in here. But when we go to trade for this quest, we're also going to take all of the poor quality ones and a bunch of other stuff that we don't want anymore. And we're going to trade all of that stuff. And I hope that we will get there in time. I hope we make it. All right, it's taken Mole a while with this armchair, but he does good quality work, so it's always worth it. Oh, he didn't finish because he got hungry. Well, that's reasonable. But at least Stug brought the game board. So they've got a game board, and maybe tomorrow they'll get their new armchair. The smoke leaf leaves have rotted away before we got a chance to do anything with them. Where are we doing something with them even? Here? We're not. But we should be. What's going on here? We want to make not X times. We want to do until we have ingredient radius. 33 is fine. Any worker is fine. And it could be a trade good. So let's just go ahead and make a bunch of them because we can trade. I didn't know we even had any smoke leaf. Are we growing smoke leaf? Let's see. Psychoid plant, hops, cocoa trees, none planted at the moment. Hay has rotted, hops has rotted. Oh my goodness. Devil strand, hay, corn, rice, ambrosia, more corn, strawberries, heel root. I don't know, guys. Am I growing smoke leaf? Kial, vi havas tiom da vakeraj ĉapeloj. Mi klarigos. Estas vilaĝo apude, kiu volas 39 vakerajn ĉapelojn. Nekredeble. Sed Solune, kiu creas niajn ĉapelojn, ankoraŭ lernas kiel fari ĉapelojn. Kaj do li faras iujn bonajn ĉapelojn kaj iujn malbonajn ĉapelojn. Kaj tiu ĉi vilaĝo volas nur sufiĉe bonkvalitaj, normalkvalitaj aŭ pli bonaj. Do, mi provas fari 39 normalkvalitajn ĉapelojn. Do, tiuj kun la ikso estas normalkvalitaj aŭ pli bonaj. Ĉu tio klarigas la aferon? Mi havas ilin, ĉar mi volas havi tiujn ĉi 3 lertigilojn. Mi ne scias kiel diri skill trainer en Esperanto, sed mi inventas ke lertigilo estu bona maniero. Kai bonvenon al vi. Diru al ni ion pri vi. Exemple, kiel vi eklernis Esperanton, aŭ kial, aŭ kiujn ludojn vi ŝatas ludi. Mi aparte ŝatas ekkoni novajn Esperanto-parolantojn. Se mi parolas tro rapide aŭ tro malrapide, diru. I tend to speak Esperanto more quickly than I speak English unless I really concentrate and try to speak slowly. CK Kitty. Okay. The hay keeps rotting. Well, the hay is there in case the animals get hungry, and we have the right number of animals to grazing pasture. Kekobi saluton! Bonvenon al ĉi tie, bonan vesperon al vi. Estas vespere, kie vi estas. Do ne gravas pri la fojno. Ne gravas. Saluton, sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry you're still sick. I hope that you get better soon. I hope you can rest. Coughs are tiring. So tiring. Oh, thank you for giving sweetie that hug. I love to see it. Thank you for stopping in. Other than that hug, how are things going? Have you had a chance to rest, or are you just like teaching all the time and working and stuff? I hope that you get some downtime. Well, I'm guessing if you're here, maybe you're not teaching at the moment. Maybe you're getting a little bit of downtime. Let's look, speaking of downtime, at what we've got here. I have these colonists scheduled to do something fun before they go to bed. And so that means that they get a chance twice a day, since they're on a diet by... Wow, suddenly I've forgotten the word. For sleeping twice a day. Buy something. Wow, what's wrong with my brain? Help. Anyway, oh, you canceled your students for yesterday and today. It's smart. It's smart. I mean, even if you're just teaching online, it's so hard to teach through a cough. So hard. All right, everybody's working on stuff. Constellatio is harvesting hay. I am going to tame a muffalo finally. I've been so swamped with other tasks that I had not gotten around to any of that, and I was kind of excited that we had some muffalo and some alpacas that were in the area, and I thought, hey, let's make them one of us. I might teach a few online tomorrow. My dad just came by to drop off groceries. Yeah, way to go, Dad. Oh, that dad love. That's so good. So Luna is making hats. Yep. Making hats has this one coming along. It'll be done today. I hope. No, buffalo meat rotting. We don't like that. Let's have Stug come and we're out of wood. Okay, that's why it's happening. Let's do this. We're gonna go to our orders and go chop wood and make a big area here where we're just going to chop the trees that are ready to be harvested. What's that going to do? It's going to give us wood for fueling our air conditioning units. Don't ask me how that works, but our cooling units run on wood for fuel. And also our fueled stove runs on wood. And it's going to leave more space in the field for grazing. Right now, we're in a silvopasture situation, and the benefits to that in real life are that the trees bring up minerals with their roots from deep, deep in the ground and put those minerals into the leaves of the trees, and the animals which are tall enough to eat the leaves from the trees get mineralized by those, and they get their food from the grass and their medicine from the trees. In RimWorld, as much as this is a very detailed simulation, silvopasture is not one of those things. The one nice thing about being sick is I can actually see you stream since I normally teach while you're live. Aw. Yeah, I used to do my Wednesday streams later, but now that I do them a little bit earlier, I do occasionally wind up getting to say hi to some of my European friends. Saluton Kekobi. For example, Kekobi, mi ne memoras ĉu vi parolas la anglan. Mi pensas ke mi memoras ke vi parolas la anglan, sed mi devas kontroli, ĉar mi forgesis tion. My Wednesday stream is mostly in English, but when people pop in and speak Esperanto, then I speak Esperanto with them. RimWorld is pretty much Dwarf Fortress, but compatible with ADHD and sci-fi. Yeah, it's kind of Dwarf Fortress light. It's a little bit less complicated. We're all on one level. There's no like forest stories of the forest and like levels down of digging and stuff. Okay, Kobis Tsipovas la anglan. Bone. I have not played Dwarf Fortress yet, CK Kitty, but I'm interested. I mean, it seems like something I would like to try. Oh, Stug, who is hanging out there. That's not supposed to be a hangout spot. Let's fix that. Just made a pass at Iris Año. How did that go? Curious minds. Stug pursued Iris Año by impishly questioning her usefulness. Iris Año turned him down. So that didn't go that well. But Iris Año's not terribly annoyed. More annoyed at being soaking wet and in minor pain. But got nuzzled twice, so hey, the Yorkies have something going for them. Central European time zones. Yes, I've been, well, it's honestly, I have to say, my reasoning has not been specifically for people who live in Central European time zone, although that's been a nice bonus. The reasoning has been more to try to improve my sleep schedule, because when I stream later in the day, it takes me a long time to wind down. A really long time. Except on Sunday, the content of that stream is compatible with me winding down. So that's fine. All right, what am I up to? I'm going to make some kibble. That's a reasonable thing to do. I feel like we're doing okay, which makes me nervous. How long has it been since it's been, I'm really nervous. You guys, who is our storyteller? I don't think it's Randy. I think it's Phoebe or Cassandra. Who's our storyteller? Gameplay, storyteller. Okay, we've got Cassandra Classic on level adventure story. That's the difficulty level. We normally do Phoebe Chillax on community builder level. Or Cassandra on community builder level. So this is like a step more challenging, but it's been a while since she's hit us with anything. My Friday colony is Randy Random on community builder level. And he's been hitting us really hard, and I misremembered which colony we were in when I made my go live announcements, at least on Discord, I think. So we're not digging out of anything. We are waiting for the ball to drop is what's going on. Yeah. So it could happen at any point here. I'm really just not sure when she's going to hit us, but just be aware. It could be right at the time that we decide to leave on this quest. 7.5 days is when that quest is going to go away. It will take us over a day to get there. It will probably take us a day to pack up and get ready. So that's a little scary. Because we don't have enough cowboy hats yet. Oh, here's a new normal one. Any other new normal ones? Yes, here's one here. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We need 39. We're not getting there fast enough. What do? So Lune, how can I help make it feasible for there to be more hats? I'm going to restrict Solune to staying in here. Just not just in here. Temporarily. Is that evil? I'm just asking temporarily because we're under a crunch to focus. There's food here. There's things to do for recreation. Not this thing, but there's this game board here. There's places to hang out. This is a gather spot. I think it could be reasonable on a temporary basis. Is it? What do you guys think? Is it too unkind? Napping sounds like a wonderful, wonderful idea. You have a lovely nap. Okay, we're going to ask Stug, since he moves so fast, to do some cleaning. That looks dirty, but I can't seem to get him to acknowledge that it needs cleaning, so we'll just leave it alone. Oh, Todd, I just trained to attack. We now have a half-trained attack fox. I had to think for a second. What's that word? Because in Esperanto, the word for wolf and fox sound a little bit similar to each other. So I get wolf in my head, and I'm like, how do I get to fox from here? But without the word fox in my head, I'm just looking at the picture of the animal going, okay, how do I get from wolf to... They're supposed to be similar. But no, not in English. They are not at all similar in English. Yes, in Esperanto we have lupo for wolf and vulpo for fox. There are so many ways in which speaking other languages makes me worse at speaking English. I'm sure there are some ways in which speaking other languages makes me better at speaking English, but I don't tend to notice those. I tend to notice the ways in which I'm worse. which it doesn't really bother me. It just makes me laugh. Yap, yap, yappity yap. Exactly. That is what the fox says, evidently. All right. We have rice. It's spoiling in the fields. That's not great. But Stug's on it. Stug's on it. Hey, I'm taming another muffalo. Woo, go me. I like to see it. Why are you going that way and not this way? It'd be a heck of a lot faster to go in this gate. Hello? We're going to go all the way over to that gate. Why? Do I need to move this gate? I do not understand the thought process here. Learning grammar for French has allowed me to annoy people I don't like by correcting them using who when they mean whom. There you go. And there's another example. We started out stream with a story about a dream I had last night about teaching the accusative in Esperanto. And I was saying it's something that used to exist in English but now only exists in very small, limited ways. He and him. I didn't give who and whom as an example for that, but there you go with another example for how English has rudimentary forms of the accusative case left, but we don't really have all that many uses of the case system compared to many other languages. Italian has similar words for fox and wolf. Very cool. Uh-oh, Kitty. Big jokes in the chat. Big jokes about grammar. I love it to see it. Neniam forgesu la accusativo. No. Oh. All right. We have broken down the things that were built around here. We have some supplies left over. I think Constellazio might have gotten the joke. All right, the ambrosia's coming along. The corn has been planted. It takes a long time to grow, but corn is a very good idea if you have the time to wait for it to grow, because the amount of work that goes into getting some corn versus the amount of corn that you get is way better than rice or potatoes in this game. So that's the benefit for corn. Rice, on the other hand, grows very quickly. That's a great idea. However, it takes a lot of work. So I think we might consider not growing so much rice anymore. You know what I mean? I think if we ended our practice of growing rice in some of these fields, let's start with getting rid of this rice field. Once that rice has grown, we won't grow any more rice right there. All right, let's make sure that we don't have any accidental gather spots, because that's something that tends to happen. This should not be. These should not be gather spots. This should be, and this should, wait, that's not a gather spot. That's not a gather spot. All right. Now, these two rooms don't have dressers. Do we even have room for a dresser? If I move this urn over here, we can put a dresser. Or I could put a dresser right here, frankly. That'd be fine. What do we want to build a dresser out of? Let's build a dresser from limestone. Boom. And another one. Here. Here. Sure. That's fine. We'll just put it there. Seems good. Okay, making progress. Taming another muffalo. Excellent. So Luna's sleeping. How's it coming with these? We want to say, don't put that hat on. Don't put this hat on. Hey, we're making progress. We're still not to 39 yet. I don't know if we're going to make it. I tamed another muffalo. Woohoo. Now, will I go in here? Yes. No. Why? Why do I have to go all the way over here? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm kind of mad at it. All right, it's Jugust. We need to make sure that we refill all of our coolers. Oh, the problem is we don't have enough wood. Understandable. We'll do it when we have some more wood. Who is taking care of plant cutting? We have visitors who want to trade. Squirt and Calvin are here. Calvin is a geologist, a tough and volatile geologist who is unwaveringly loyal. Squirt is also a geologist with a great memory. And they have some things to trade. Who's our amazing trader? Stug has a skill level of 10 plus an inspired trade. So the next trade Stug does is going to be top notch. That's really exciting. We're gonna get rid of some things that we don't need to be keeping around because we have not enough room in our storage right now. We're waiting for them to get a little closer. It takes a bit because we're real secure in here. Hopefully they will very carefully navigate their way and not accidentally trip any traps. Sitcom idea. Calvin and Squirt travel across the wastes of the RimWorld looking for cool rocks. Yeah. And getting into unforeseen circumstances along the way, right? I'm feeling a little nervous with them coming through here where the traps are. I hope they're careful. Maybe they're just going to stay out there. Will they just stay out there? Yeah. Let's just send Stug to trade with them out there. I don't know what their trajectory is going to be. I don't know what their plan is. Oh, hey. I forgot about this Devil Strand field. We haven't even planted it yet. I've tamed an alpaca. And there's another group of alpacas over here. I could tame them. Now, was that just alpacas? Did I say anything else? No, just alpacas. Nope, that's also a boom rat. Nope. Nope, I do not want a pet boom rat. I'm a little scarred. I had a pet boom rat one time. A boom rat self-tamed. And then came inside to sleep on the soft and cozy alpaca wool pet beds with the cats and the dogs. And then had a heart attack and went boom. And all of the pet beds caught on fire. It was a bad day. It was a very bad day, my friends. Super sad. Wacky indeed. Wacky. All right, Stug's on his way to... All right, they went totally around. I don't know. They might have gone through here and I didn't see them. I think they went all the way around. That's a good idea. We'll just trade with y'all right here. Okay. We were planning on trading the chocolate. We can buy some survival meals. It's not a bad idea to buy some medicine just in case. And Smoke leaf joints are a good source of income, but I'm not sure if we're going to need it because we want to sell the awful and the poor cowboy hats. Oh my goodness, this is making me so happy. I never expected we would have an opportunity to get rid of these before we even went to trade with our quest giver. I don't want the pink pants of 51%. I don't want these poor garments. All right. We got a problem. Let's see what else they have to sell to us. We'll take anything you got. That's all you got. This is unfortunate. They just don't have the amount of money that we tribal wear, because it's buffalo wool, is very expensive. Even these poor quality hats are pretty expensive. We cannot sell all of these to them because they just don't have the money for it. All right. Well, let's see. What if we did... That's a little closer, right? That's probably as close as we're going to get. And we can also just gift them, some of them. And I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would work out. So we'll trade one more time. And we're going to go into the gifting mode. And we're going to gift you all some poor quality cowboy hats. And that's going to increase our relationship with that tribe by 6 points. Is that everything that we want to trade? Yeah. Seems good. Let's give him a couple of beers. That's just a bonus. That doesn't change. I don't know. We could give you... Yeah. Let's give you enough beers to pop it up to 7. 2 beers apiece for the road. I mean, they're just walking. They're not even like riding a horse. They're just walking. Should be good. We will offer those gifts. Our relations have changed from 33 to 40. Cool. But wait. Constellatio. Can haul that Mediton. And then Stug can come back and get the barrel. And the silver, well, it won't go bad out there in the field. No big hurry. Okay. Let's see. Well, we're doing all right. I hate to say it because it makes me really nervous that we're going to get I had to shift to a full-time hat shop. No, I don't think that's where my skill set lies, really. I think we can do a lot better if we focused on some other things. I think the only reason we went into hats was we got this quest. So now we have a bit better of an idea of where we stand. We have, where is it? Manufactured items. Nope, that's not it. Textiles. Nope, that's not it. Where's our garments? Is garments a subsection of textiles? It is not. I'm confused. Okay, we're going to close some of these and start looking again from the top. How do I see the hats in this list? No hats. Oh no, a mad raccoon. That's not good, folks. Not great. Raccoons are pretty clever with those little claws. All right. Where is it? It's asleep at the moment. That won't last long. Oh, chances are Calvin and Squirt will wind up dealing with it. Hey, remember that sitcom idea you had, CK Kitty? Could very well be their next little adventure. Dealing with a mad raccoon. They're... Oh, never mind. They will never see that raccoon. It's going to get hit by one of those traps. Yep. And they are on their way. Well, that was uneventful. I can't say I'm sorry. All right. So we have a new wooden spike trap to create. It will automatically be taken care of when Mole has a chance. That's not bad. Oh, we have a raid. So this is what I foresaw coming here. So the League of Dorugler has arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack, prepare defense, or attack them preemptively. There are people who have relationships with your tribespeople or prisoners in the arriving group of tribespeople. Keep in mind that even though they are related, they will still attack each other because of their bad factions relations. These people are warrior Latros, daughter of member Irisanyo. Well, let's see where they are. Oop, whoa. Misclick there. All right. There are 4 of them. Latros, tell us about yourself. Super immune, tough, pyromaniac. 18 years old, a crash baby with a really amazing skill in animals and not bad in some other categories as well. Happily, Latros is not so blindly loyal to her faction that there wouldn't be a chance of us getting her to come over to our side. I'm praying that we can do that. It's not necessarily easy, but we will try. Elephant Barga, on the other hand, is unwaveringly loyal. Will refuse to be recruited if taken prisoner. Wasp, Rino Wasp Vassallo, is a tough undergrounder. And Green Mago is kind, psychically dull, and beautiful. Wow, kind and beautiful. That's a combination I have not seen before. But incapable of caring, that means professionally caring, like doctoring and wardening and such like. It doesn't mean incapable of having a like positive social relationship with someone. Oh no! Friends, do you remember when I started out stream checking on my audio and making sure that the music was on, and then partway through the stream I said the music is driving me up the wall, maybe I will turn the volume down? Nobody mentioned to me this entire time that you all can hear no sounds from the game whatsoever. Not only not music, but not anything. And I did not see in my mixer that you all are hearing no game sounds whatsoever. I guess audio must not matter to you all nearly as much as I think it does. I just assume audio matters. A kind narcissist or psychopath, how does that work? I don't know if narcissism is a thing in the game. Psychopathy is. CK Kitty, you're new here. I'm not mad at you. I'm talking to my regulars who know I do this all the time. I push buttons and don't realize what I've done. Pro streamer here. Completely dependent on feedback. All right. So, a kind colonist does not judge others based on their appearance. That's the definition of kind, according to this game. He rarely insults others or starts fights, will sometimes offer kind words to brighten the moods of those around him, will never judge people by their appearance. That's really important, because whether a colonist starts out as beautiful or staggeringly ugly, like my named colonist is, they will become injured over time and oftentimes disfigured because of those injuries, and therefore will have poor social relations with people who are not kind, who, according to their nature, judge others by their appearance. A psychopath in this game is not exactly like a psychopath in real life. The definition, according to the game, of psychopathy is that when bad things happen to other people in the colony or on the map, it doesn't bother them. They if something bad happens to them directly, they experience a mood debuff. But if something bad happens to someone else, they don't feel bothered. They can continue to function without risk of a mental break. So, in many ways, being a psychopath on the rim, in the context of this game, is actually of benefit. I would not say that about IRL. There are some definite downsides, some limitations that one would experience in one's life. Not something I would consider recommendable. Also, possibly not something that some people can help. Which, if you are dealing with any people in your life who have psychopathic tendencies, it might be very helpful to frame it in terms of something that person can't help. Without getting too deep into that, it can be empowering to realize what can and cannot be changed. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, we are going to plan our situation here. There's 4 of them, there's 6 of us. If we just let them come through here, they won't. They probably won't come in through here. They'll probably come in through here. They might fight with these folks first. No, probably not, because these folks are already on their way out, and these folks are going to prepare for a while. So chances are we are going to have to fight with them directly. Let's take a moment to make sure that we all have the right tools for the job. Everybody has distance weapons. Constellazio has a short bow. Short bows are not great. Is there anything we can do about that? Can we make a great bow? Solune, I know you're making a cowboy hat, but when you're done, we can't make a great bow because we don't have any materials. Is that a great bow? That's a poor quality, a normal quality, not good condition, or not perfect condition short bow. Not what we want. All right. Let's see. I'm going to clear my prioritized work and harvest some oak trees so that Solune has material to make a great bow for Constellazio. I think we have time for this. A burrito dinner, that sounds delicious. I got a new kind of burrito wrap that was made from eggs and cauliflower. It did not taste of cauliflower at all. It just seemed like a thin layer of egg omelet. Let's see. Solune's doing okay at getting around from place to place, despite the fact that I've restricted him. However, grabbing this is not a thing. But I could haul that wood in. And how much wood do we need to make a great bow? 150. Oh my gosh. That's gonna take a little bit more cutting than I thought. All right, how about if I clear that and just harvest a few more trees? That ought to do the trick. Okay, having the music does matter, but I'm on my phone and doing other things while also trying to do the adulting. So far, I've succeeded at moderately listening to you, moderately minding chat, effectively peeing, sending a couple of very short messages, and making atrocious Esperanto to English translation using Google Translate. Yeah, it didn't taste like cauliflower at all. And I thought it would fall apart. It was not impermeable to leaking, but it did not break. The kind of wrap that I've been using is made from almond flour, and it has been breaking, which I don't love. So maybe it's an upgrade, you know. Oh no, we're using that wood to do other things. Help. All right. Maybe need to harvest a few more trees to make sure this gets done. All right. Okay. They are beginning their assault. I was hoping that we would already have Constellatio with a better weapon, but we do not. So scratch all of that. And I think yeah, I think this is where we're gonna have to make our stand. We'll see. We'll see where they come in. Stug, it's probably best if you come over here right now. Also, Mole, same with you. If you come over there, we're just get everybody. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody went right. Wow, they're good at that. He walked right through two traps without triggering them. That's amazing. Latros is the one who we are hoping to capture. The difficulty with that is she has an Iqua. Is a burrito a dumpling? Is a dumpling a burrito? Or are they both completely separate? This is like the sandwich question, isn't it? I would not consider a burrito a type of dumpling. Is a dumpling a type of burrito? I also wouldn't know. Personally, I would not consider either of them, even if the ethnic question is completely on the side. I still would not consider them to be the same. Oh, what? This is crazy. Okay, so Tranza is totally going the wrong way and going through all of these traps, but not triggering them, which is unheard of. I've never seen anybody walk through all of those traps without triggering them. So they're coming over here. That's interesting. Yeah, to me, a dumpling gets boiled and is completely enclosed, and a burrito doesn't get boiled and is not completely enclosed. I mean, you don't cook a burrito in liquid and it's partially open. It's not pinched sealed. It's not dough when you wrap it. It's already cooked. The wrap part, it's already cooked. Air fried dumplings. I haven't made that, but my mouth is watering as soon as you mention it. All right, so we might have to send 3 folks or 2 folks over here. I'm kind of confused at their attack pattern. 3 over here and 1 going up north. All right, let's see. I think it's time for me to go over here. And I'm hoping, let's do this. Let's have you 3 melee attack Latros, because hopefully that will involve Latros not dying. That's my goal. Not dying. Just go down. Just don't die. Give up already. Thank you. That's exactly what we wanted. All right. So now what we do is we're going to turn this room really quickly into a hospital for prisoners. And Irizanyo, grab your baby. That's your baby. Oh no, they've killed a puppy. Oh, I'm very angry. I'm very angry. All right, you 2. You will pay for what you have done to Yorkshire Terrier puppy number 4. This will not be tolerated. All right, you 2, why are you asleep? Don't we have like things to do and stuff? I think we have things to do and stuff. Let's come over here. Draft, come over here. Yes. All right. Constellatio. What's going on? Over here. No, over here. Over here. That's fine. Okay. Get 'em, boys. Okay. Surprise. Someone else went down. And it's possible to recruit Green Mago. Maybe. Let's see. There's a fire. Do we care about that fire right now? We do not. Instead, we care about medical treatment for Irizanyo's daughter. Have you got... Oh, you don't have medical equipment on you. We don't have medicine. How is that? I thought we had medicine. I'm really confused. I could swear we had medicine. This is where we're keeping our stuff. I don't see any medicine there. Oh, there must be a pile of medicine elsewhere, because this is usually the hospital. Yes, there's a pile of medicine there. Okay, do we have time to go over there and get that medicine, or how much? No immediate danger. We have time. Okay. Irizanyo can grab that medicine. That's fine. And then come back and tend to your baby. All right. I think Constellatio's a good doctor. Is that right? Medical 5. Irizanyo, you've got 3. I mean, I'm sure you want to tend to your baby yourself, if at all possible. Constellatio, do you already have medicine on you? You don't. I think... Who has medical skills? Nobody. Are you 2 the only ones with medical skills? Pretty much. Stug's okay. All right, Constellatio, instead of fighting, let's go get some more medicine. No, let's start by... We'll make this also temporarily a hospital for prisoners, and we'll capture this fellow. I know it's a little dangerous. You're doing it right under Wasp's nose. Whew, that was scary. And Wasp is down. Well, Wasp is... I keep getting surprised, but the ones who have gone down are the ones who are not unwaveringly loyal. We now have 3 prisoners, which is not what I expected. Stug, Alex, will you go... Where the heck is the last one? Well, I don't know. Oh, over here. Okay. Just went and set a fire on the picnic table. Fine. Stug, Alex, will you go up there? Mole? Yeah. You too. That's fine. Yorkshire Terrier Puppy 3! No! Okay, we have another fellow here. I spoke too soon about sending them all up there. Way too soon, because Trench is not even headed in that direction. Alright, come back, y'all. Right like that. That'll do. Barga's making trouble. Making trouble. What are you doing? Where are you going? Oh no, you're headed after Irizano. That's not good. Not good. I'm really nervous right now. Okay, hang on. Gotta take a quick pause and look around. So Lune, you're watching for targets. You need meds. Constellacios, same thing. Meds. Meanwhile, we've got this situation. Barga is hunting Irizano. Mole, Alex, and Stug are hunting Barga. Wait! Irizano, you went the wrong direction. Okay, that's fine. You can shoot at him. But also, like, retreat. Retreating is good. Ay, ay, ay. Retreat some more, please. Oi, oi, oi. Run away faster. Yorkshire Terrier 5! No! Alright. Where did that happen? My puppies. Last thing he did was snuggle with Irizano. We still have this puppy. You go hide. Sonia, run and hide. Solune. We're gonna just check on these people and see. This one needs immediate attention, despite the fact that you don't have medicine on you. Oh, hey, check it. Oh, no, not Sonia. Okay. We're going to make a change here. Because Latros is Irizano's daughter, we're going to say using the good medicine is what we're going to do. And Constellatio is going to get that medicine instead. And then is going to tend to Latros. Even though Irizano probably would prefer to do it herself. She's a little busy at the moment. Yeah. So, Doug and Mole, you come over here. Barga, will you chase Irizano or no? Okay. Y'all are really bad strategists. Have I mentioned? No, not Yorkshire Terrier number 4. Okay, Irizano, how injured are you? You're a little injured. Pick up some of that medicine. My goodness. Okay. Barga's down. Dead. Trancha is fleeing. This is good. We're gonna just leave Trancha to it. There is no big need to do anything about that. I mean, it'd be we've got enough on our hands. I need a band-aid. I really need a Band-Aid. Mole, how are you doing? Also needs a Band-Aid. Stug, you okay? Just a bruise. Well, I mean, you can come in here and get your Band-Aid. Oh my goodness. We expected this. We saw it coming. We knew we were going to get, you know, we were going to get attacked. I'm so far behind on the chat. Let's catch up a little bit. All right. Oh man, I am so far behind in the chat, rolling way, way back. Okay. Air fried dumplings, that's where we were. Fancy fusion, yes. Oh, the poor puppies. Celery, chicken, onion, and potato. Sounds good. The only kind of dumplings I've ever made are samosas, which are fried, not boiled. But they also had potato. Potato is delicious. Yes, cooking is a fun way to exercise your creativity. For sure. Y'all are making me hungry. CK Kitty, sushi is so much fun. I totally recommend you to give it a try. I did that myself when I was living in a part of the country where you just couldn't get good sushi because we were way too far away from anywhere where sushi was made. And so, yeah. I learned how to make sushi because that was the only way to get sushi at a reasonable cost, you know. I'm sure that there were some high-end restaurants who did sushi, but it was not that easy to source ingredients for that. So, yeah, not every restaurant had it. All right. So here we are. This is the Band-Aid station. Irizanyo's going first. And then Irizanyo's coming over there, and I'm going to grab some Band-Aids. And Irizanyo can put the Band-Aids on. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're triaging here a little bit. Who's worse off, Mole or Stug? Nobody. I mean, Mole's bleeding, Stug is not. Okay. Death in 6 hours. I don't like it for myself. I do not like that for myself at all. Oh, I cannot do doctoring. All right. I will let somebody else do my doctoring. I evidently have no skill for that. Irizanyo and Stug, however, do. So I made a mistake giving Mole the responsibility of picking up his own Band-Aids because really, Mole and I don't know what we're doing. So instead, Stug, hello, is going to put some Band-Aids on me. And then Irizanyo is going to put some Band-Aids on Mole. And then Stug can do his own Band-Aids. He's okay. What's going on? Oh, this fire's getting out of control. Constellazio is saving Irizanyo's daughter Latros. Good job. Look at that. We're not bleeding out anymore. I love it. Anxiety plus executive function issues make for difficult times in the kitchen. I gotta say, I feel it. I feel it. Me, a cooking stream, I can't imagine it. I did consider at one point doing a cooking YouTube channel. That was many, many years ago before I even knew that Twitch existed. And the circumstances in my life were different. But I can't imagine doing a Twitch stream for cooking myself. I need the magic of television. Yeah, sometimes exact measurements are not necessarily the most fun. I'm lucky enough to have a dad who does the kind of cooking where it's like, what's in the house? We'll make something out of that. Cooking according to a recipe has its upsides, I'd say, especially when it comes to baking. More of a science than an art, although it's both. But compared to cooking, let's just say, you need the science for the baking, need the exact measurements sometimes. And in other times, certain other exact measurements don't have to be so exact, but it's important to know which of them are which. All right, so Solune, did you help? No, you did not. Why did you not tend wasp without medicine? I asked you to. What's going on? Does Solune not do that? Incapable of none but 0 experience. All right. Okay. We got an issue here. Let's do this. Irizano, can you come tend to wasp right now? And we'll leave Stug to help me and Mole. All right, I think we've got it. It's possible we might lose one of these prisoners, but I think we've got it. Constellazio is doing a great job, and Latros is the one that really, really matters because Latros is family. Actual family, and I'm so mad about these puppies right now. Oh no. Oh no. We got medical emergency, we got major break risk, we got more fire. Really, the fire is the least of my worries right now. I can't deal with the fire at the moment. We got other stuff we're dealing with. Constellazio's doing what he needs to do. Me, I've got my band-aids. I've got the band-aids that matter the most. All right, that's fine. That's a start. These guys, they're gonna do their best. Irizano is coming to help Wasp and Mago. Wasp is the one that's in danger. I can't even look at those puppies right now. I'm too upset about them. And Sonia. No good. I think Sonia was Constellazio's dog. Nope. Banger is Constellazio's dog. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Constellazio is feeding Latros. Irizano, can you not get there? What's going on? You can't. All right, this is really strange. We might not make it here. It's gonna be touch and go. I don't think we're gonna make it. Too much bleeding. Hang on. Meals can wait. Constellazio might be able to do this a bit faster. I think it's too late. All right, let's see. Constellazio's doing this without medicine now. This is all very touch and go. The puppy is eating the meal that was for Latros. That's not a big problem right now. Constellazio, why is this taking so long to do the thing? Just do the thing. What? Why are you not doing the thing? We're going to carry you elsewhere then. Because we can't get to him where this is. It's preventing us from getting to him. Oh, it's going to be too late. This is very unfortunate. I mean, it's not like no progress has been made. not really enough. In the meantime, I need to put out a fire. Stug needs to give Mole some band-aids. Alright, how's this coming along? Wasp. 0.8, 0.7. I'm not holding my breath. 0.6. 0.5. No, this is not going well. Oh, hey. 0.6, 0.5. No, I can't watch. I can't watch. That's too stressful. Irizanyo's putting a fire out. I'm putting a fire out. Stug, okay. Mole's putting a fire out. Stug could maybe like put some band-aids on. Can you do that? Is band-aids a thing you can do for yourself, Stug? Pick up that herbal medicine. And okay, we're just gonna make the fire the priority. Alright, how is this going? I hate to ask. Death in 7 seconds. Not going well. Yeah, this is not going well at all. This will not be happy day for Latros. Oh dear. Alright, well, I guess we are digging a grave over here. Sure. So that happened today. Constellatio is undrafted. Gonna keep doing the doctoring thing. How's this fire going? Oh dear, it's been quite a fire to take down our steel fence. Let's take the opportunity to build a new fence gate, because why not? Alright, it's okay. We didn't need all of that rice anyway. Muffalo 3 has started to roam away. I'm not really worried. It's okay. It's a big map. He won't get very far. Mole eventually will make that fence. Maybe Stug can deliver to the fence. Yeah, the rest of y'all can take care of this fire. Hello? Not in home area. That's the problem we run into. The home area needs to include the fireplaces. Frankly, the whole of the animal pen should be a place where we put fires out. Stug is starving. Well, we haven't had time to stop and have a meal lately. Starving is a lot. I thought it was just going to be very hungry for a while, but evidently we're also starving. That's a thing. There's more fire? Oh yeah, there's more fire. I see. Gotta say, not particularly concerned about that fire when it comes down to it. We got bigger fish to fry. Constellatio's helping out Mago. Death in 8 hours. We're gonna be fine. If we get there before death in 6 hours, I'm not terribly worried about it, even at 6 hours. Goats wandering. Muffaloes wandering. Donkey foals wandering. We'll get them all back eventually. And we have a solar flare again. Not worried about that. Ne maltrankviliju. Sufichas. Alright, we're getting that fire sorted. So Lune's called it a day. I don't blame you, but did you eat a food? 'Cause oh no. Oh, that's not good. That's not a drug we want you to be binging on. That's dangerous. All right. Piglet 2 has started to roam away. Well, again, not our biggest worry. It would be lovely for Latros if somebody could come and bury that friend of hers who's lying next to her, because, it's just not gotta be the best day ever. Who's good at things like this? Yeah, building a grave. Mole can do that after you eat. We need to give people a chance to eat a meal, for crying out loud. It's been a day. Solune needs band-aids? What's going on with Solune? Oh yeah, bleeding a little bit. We got more fire. We didn't put all the fire out. That's probably because we did not expand the home area enough. Yeah, well, there's that. So, I think normally it would be Stug who would bury that fellow, but maybe Constellatio could instead? Yeah, that'd be good. Poor Latros. What a day. Starts out attacking a place, finds out Mom's there, gets captured, friend gets captured, friend dies right next to her. How's she doing? I mean, could be worse. At least, okay, wasn't a friend, just an ally. Whew, we're having a party. Solune is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain recreation and social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. Whew. All right. Let's see. Irizanyo's going on an insulting spree. It's been a tough day. This is not the best way to behave at a party, Irizanyo, but I understand you've been under a lot of stress. We're going to try and just see it from Irizanyo's point of view. She's been really worried about her daughter, and yeah. Okay, Water has said some things about cooking. The keeping track of time and the staying focused on task. I also struggle with this. The looming, crippling fog. Yes, the brain fog makes cooking difficult. I can easily imagine mixing the ingredients and how you can feel how they might or might not go together well when and you don't have to test the recipe to test it in your mind. I get it. Ooh, yeah. I get it. At least parts of it. All right, so Irizanyo is yelling at Solune a lot while Solune's making hats. Poor Solune. I mean, honestly, poor Irizanyo too. It's been a day, but we've managed to save her daughter. Everything is going to be okay. I need to take a really short break. I'm thinking I might stream for a little while longer. But I do need to take a short break, and even though we just survived an attack and therefore it's not terribly likely to have another attack, sometimes they tend to come in pairs. So I'm going to hit pause in the game. I'm going to go to my BRB screen, and I'm going to run a 3-minute ad. I'm only going to do this because I'm going to be gone, and you guys aren't going to miss a darn thing. I will be gone for 3 to 5 minutes and start up again. A meal that doesn't require too much constant checking. CK Kitty, you have a brilliant idea. There should be recipe books or a cooking blog specifically for like ADHD and or neurodivergent cooks, because that's a thing. I think that's a brilliant idea. I love that idea. That's a good idea. Oh, there's room for multiple people to do that good idea. I think that's brilliant. All right, we're going to the BRB screen, and I'm gonna push the button to run a few ads, and I will be back ASAP. See you very soon as we clean up this mess. We got some blood spilled. We gotta do a little cleaning in the kitchen, all that good stuff, but we're gonna make it. All right, here we are back again. I see that the game audio is audible. I wonder whether it was audible in the BRB screen. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna push the BRB button again just to check on the audio. Nice. Game audio was audible during the break. I like that. Notebooks are great. Yes. I also have a similar relationship with notebooks. There are times when I'm like, I write in them very consistently, and then there are times when they're purely aspirational. I purely enjoy looking at them and enjoying the idea of writing in them without actually writing about them in them. I mean, hydrating. There also is the anxiety of not writing in them when that's what you intend to be doing. Oh, I feel you. All right. Back to our gaming screen. I had a little snack super fast, and here we are, back on the Rim. Prioritizing self-care. Irizanyo is no longer on an insulting spree because Solune said enough of that and started throwing punches. So yeah, we got some bruising going on. Irizanyo's right middle finger has been destroyed in the social fight with Solune. I wonder what in the world she could have been doing with it at the time. No. No, okay, Irizanyo is down for the count. Oh my gosh, Constellazio, could you please rescue, please, no, not after your game of cards. Please, right now, if you possibly could, rescue Irizanyo. I'm glad Irizanyo isn't here in chat today to see this. Oh no, oh no. What a situation. Thank you so much, Constellazio. Taking Irizanyo to her as good as possible room. Mole is going to bed. Solune is going to bed. Solune, do you need a Band-Aid? Yeah, Solune. No, wait, it's Solune's right middle finger that's destroyed. Okay, I was wrong. It's not Irizanyo's. It's Solune. So, that social fight went real well. Oh dear. So Solune bruised Irizanyo into unconsciousness, and Irizanyo cut his that was from the fight. That was Mego. Irizanyo bruised Solune's right hand and destroyed his right middle finger. Okay, Constellazio's tending to him. And Irizanyo, hello. Proyecto Kaliu, saluton. Estas tre bone vidi vin. Welcome in, bonvenon. Gracias por estar aquí a mi stream. No puedo hablar castellano très bien, pero lo comprendo un poquito. Y hablo inglés y Esperanto. Nosotros jugamos a RimWorld hoy misma. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful. I really don't speak Spanish anymore. I'm very rusty. But Kaliu, my friends, is an Esperanto speaking streamer from Spain. Who I discovered relatively recently, and Kaliu streams games that I love watching, whether I've played them before or not. I always enjoy his choices, and he's a voice actor, which makes his gaming streams that much more enjoyable. So definitely give Project Kaliu a oh no, addiction and overdose. God, guys, wake up is a dangerous drug. This is not just coffee. I'm talking about this is stronger than coffee. And Stug had a binge, and had an overdose and now is addicted. So that's going to be an interesting situation for us to deal with. Stug is our jogger. Stug goes everywhere fast. And now overdosing on Wake Up on top of it. We have some situations to deal with here. We just had an attack, and it was in the aftermath of the attack that the social fight between Irizarno and Solune happened, and the Wake Up binge happened on Stug's part. Yeah. The funny thing is, he's moving slower than usual, even though he's... Oh, I see. Because it's an over concentration in the bloodstream, his consciousness is at 50%, so he's moving at 60%. You would think that being high on Wake Up would make you move very, very fast, but at some point, your results get worse, not better. You can't just keep taking more of a stimulant drug and expect the result to be the same the whole time. Not a good idea. So our real mission for today is make cowboy hats because of this quest. But we've been so rudely interrupted by the storyteller who sent us 4 enemies, one of which was Irizarno's daughter, Latros. And happily, we managed to save her and one of her friends. 1 ran away, 1 died. 2 died? Oh, there were 5. And they managed to kill most of our dogs. And I'm very sad about that. We have 1 adult dog and 4 puppies. Oh, yeah. It's very sad. Okay. We still have 5 dogs. There were a lot of dogs. A lot of dogs got killed, and it's very sad. We're not happy about it at all. The world would be a more fun place if effects of stimulants scaled infinitely, like in Futurama. I don't know, even that might have its potential downside. I'm not sure. It's hard to imagine. It seems, since it's an extreme case scenario, that a lot of different things could happen. All right, we've got wandering animals because we have had a fire here that burnt down part of our fence. Are there any other parts of our fence which are not good? Okay, we have 1 bit of fence that is problematic, and we also need to build... I've forgotten how to do it. I need... Oh, miscellaneous. Another grave. We can put it there. Let's see. Nobody is available to help. Irizarno looks like she needs band-aids. Yeah, but she's not bleeding. All right, Constellazio. After you wake up, maybe bandages and feeding for Irizarno. Maybe a meal for Mole if he can't get up. Same thing with Magos and Latros. Luckily, we have some meals. Oh my goodness. The actual implications would be really bad, but it would make most things more interesting. Fair. CK Kitty, did you find me because I'm streaming RimWorld or because I speak Esperanto? Was it the Esperanto tag? You said something in Esperanto, so I'm assuming you speak Esperanto, or maybe you were just playing along with Google Translate. I'm not sure. Irizarno is beating a fire out. Where's a fire? Is that really important? I think it's not. Let's make that much less important. Clear home area. No. That needs to stay home area. Okay, well, that fire's going to go out before she even gets there. That's fine. You follow Esperantists on Twitter. Oh, so cool. Okay, I'm always curious because when I first got the idea to stream on Twitch, my idea was, let's do something for people who are learning Esperanto and don't have enough different ways to hear the language. And I stream in Esperanto on Friday. I only speak Esperanto. But I just kind of mix it up back and forth in other languages on Monday and Wednesday and Sunday. So, Irisanyo's going to eat something. And does she have a weapon now? No. But she could. What should we have here? A short bow, an ikwa. I don't think an ikwa's the right weapon for her. What do we want? What's her skill set? Shooting mostly. All right, no ikwa for you. I'm pretty sure she dropped a weapon somewhere. Well, where would that have been? She was fighting here. No, that shotgun was hers. Interesting. Well, I think I'll let her decide. We'll make a couple of great bows. Let's make 2. And we'll let her decide if she wants the shotgun or a great bow when we have one. Je la komenco, mi ne bone komprenis rusajn geesperantistojn. Interese. Kiam ili tuilsendas? Eble mi ne konas tuilsendantojn. Eble vi povus proponi iujn al mi. Donkeyful 2 is being attacked by a red fox. How dare! The fox is eating the donkey. I don't appreciate it very much. But again, not the biggest problem we have right now. We need to... I have a sneeze. I have a button for that. I didn't get to my mute mic button in time. Okay. Animals are still wandering away because we had still not fixed the fence. Mole, you are having a beer. That's a reasonable thing to be doing. When you're done with your beer, could you please make some fence for us? Pardonon. Ne elsendantoj en retaj konvenoj mi celis. Oh, okay. Interese. Mi studis la rusan antaŭ tiam kiam mi ekstudis ne vere. Mi ekstudis Esperanton kiam mi estis juna adoleskanto. Apenaŭ adoleskanto. Sed mi ne vere lernis Esperanton plene. Gis kiam mi estis pli aĝa adoleskanto. Kaj intertempe mi studis la rusan. Okay, we're through building our fence. Yay. Now we can go and get the animals that have wandered off, and that's on me to do. Where are they? Is that one of ours? Yes, a piglet. Are these ours? Nope, but they could be. Where are the other animals that have wandered off? Are these 2 alpacas ours? Nope, but they could be. None of those boom rats. Boomalopes, on the other hand. I mean, am I ready to tame them? Maybe. Maybe. We can't tell till we try, right? I don't see any other animals that have wandered off. Maybe that muffalo that wandered off completely left the map. That's okay. We have other muffalos, and frankly... Oh, donkey. That's a donkey I gotta get. All right, let's do that right now. That's worth waking up for. Grab that donkey, grab that piglet. Okay. Whew. So I never really had a challenge understanding Russian Esperanto speakers. I wonder, who did I have a hard time understanding when I was first learning? I'm not sure whether there was any particular group I had a harder time than others. All right, everybody's all bandaged up. Irisanyo's getting more bandages on. Those bruises that she got when she started in on Soluna. Actually, she just was on an insulting spree. Soluna was the one who resorted to fists, but I can't say I really blame him. He did lose a finger in the fight. Otra palabra que puedo entender por su similitud con lenguas romances, reta. In Italian, rete. In Spanish, red. In English, net. Interreto, la reto, la interreto. All right. We need to build another grave because there were 5 enemies that attacked us. 1 ran away, 2 got captured, and 2 were killed. And we've only buried 1 of them, so that leaves 1. Wait, colonists left it. What? Oh! Okay, so here's something that's happened, guys. Those of you who have been around for this colony from the very beginning are aware that this Constellatio is Constellatio the second. Constellatio the first was lying here, but this steel sarcophagus that it was one of 2, and there was another one, and Constellatio was in it, and now Constellatio is not in it, and needs to be put back in it because everybody's a little upset about that. So, if Stug could bring supplies there when he gets up. Oh my gosh, what a mess. We have so much blood. Again, can't possibly be the most important thing to deal with. We do need to clean up the blood. It's just... Okay, good. I've managed to rope the donkey. The piglet is... the piglet doesn't move terribly fast, and he's sleeping at the moment, so I'm not too concerned. We may get both of those animals back. Solune... I don't know what to tell you. Oh, gosh. Have we all got the bandages we need? Looks like yes. I haven't decided what to do about Stug's addiction. It's an unfortunate situation. We will run out of wake up, and that's not going to be great. That may come to a natural end somehow. En 2 semanas ya estás hablando Esperanto como un veterano. What? Wait, what? I'm confused. I understand all those words, but I'm confused. Yes. No, it's water and you. Coraco was maybe in a different colony? I'm confused about that. Because I kind of thought it was Coraco and water, but it's you and water. And you thought it was Coraco and you. Oh no, water says it was Coraco and you. Yeah, I thought it was Coraco and water, but this is... Oh, I'm wrong. You're right, water. It was Coraco and you, and not Constellatio and you. That was a different colony where we have Constellatio the second. All right, we have a quest to save Espinosa, a 52-year-old policewoman from Isitos. I hope we don't have any information about Espinosa. That I don't love. I would like to know something about her, but we don't get to decide that. Where is she? Here we are. Here she is. We are going to be going on a trip. It could be that we could rescue her. Where is... This is the place we're going to sell our cowboy hats, if we manage to get the cowboy hats made. So Lune is working on cowboy hats right now. We do we are still making poor quality cowboy hats, but we're making more decent cowboy hats than we had been before. So that's good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, and we need 39. We need 10 more. We have 5 days, and that includes a whole day and more of travel time, plus however long it takes to gather up our supplies to get going on the trip, which always takes a little while. Let's start planning who's going on this trip, because if it's also a rescue somebody trip, we're going on a trip without a rocket ship. Oh, in 2 weeks you would be speaking Esperanto like a veteran. Got it. Yes, theoretically, theoretically, that would be the case. So the experiment so far has been, how much does water learn without studying Esperanto? And the answer is a lot, a frighteningly large amount, as a matter of fact. All right. So Lune, what are you doing right now? Eating food. That can be allowed. Constellazio, could you be bothered to clean the kitchen before you go to bed? That would be phenomenal. So Lune's back to work. I like it. We might make it. He's getting a little faster at making, despite the fact that he's missing an entire finger now. And he's really sad because everything's a mess. He's been insulted 6 times and his dog Sonia died. Despite all that, maybe we can make the room less hideous just by cleaning it. Cleaning it could be a step we could take. Irisanyo's feeding her daughter a meal. And Mole is working on Korako's sarcophagus, and Korako has disappeared. This is upsetting. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Korako has been buried here. That's not what my intention was. All right. Korako doesn't belong there. Korako belongs over here. We'll get that done. This is... Barga the Malingerer is who belongs in that grave over there. I did not specify. I should have specified. Che Colby dormu bone. Estas malfrue ĉe vi kaliu ankaŭ en litiĝos ĝis la dankon pro via invado. Kaj mi ne demandis kion vi tuj elsendis. Kiun ludon vi faris hodiaŭ? Eble vi jam iris. Dormu bone. Kaj ĝis la sekvonta. All right, so let's see. Mole, could you open that before you go rest? I'm going to have a meal. So Lune, how are you doing now? The hideous environment is still hideous. Irisanyo's working on it. Unbearably grotesque. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, we could smooth walls. CK Kitty, that's my goal, is to give people the opportunity to do that. And I'm not the only person who streams in Esperanto sometimes, so I don't know. The Discord is a good place to find others, because sometimes there's like shout outs for other streamers that speak Esperanto. I mean, there's shout outs for streamers who don't speak Esperanto as well, of course, but you can maybe run into some of them that way. And yeah, so Friday's my Esperanto language stream. I go back and forth between languages on other days, but on Friday I got a hydrate from you. Thank you for the hydrate. I didn't see that. I'm refunding your points because it took me forever to get there. Thank you. Dankon. All right, Irizanyo's going to rest, and no, that's not where we bury Korako. No, that's not what we do. We're gonna say, oh, that doesn't work now. All right, hang on. This is going to be no colonists. Great. Good. Now Korako is going to the sarcophagus. That's what we wanted. And Barga can go in the grave. Whew. All right. I am in a very bloody room. Let's just clean it up first. That's just disgusting. That's worth waking up for. I've lost my right fourth toe. And I'm just grateful it's not my right middle finger. Like poor Salune. All right. Irizanyo still does not have a weapon. I keep thinking she's going to decide to do something about that. It might be that she just really doesn't like the quality of this weapon. So that's a shame. CK Kitty, I just had a thought. One of the ways that helps me with listening comprehension is to follow along with a story that's being read out loud that I can see the text to. And Lernu.net has something like that. So you can see the words and hear them, and you can click on them to get a definition. So that's a place that I would suggest if you were going limbless. Ew. I mean, there was a YouTube video of somebody who was like, can I survive in RimWorld as a torso? Not unheard of in the real world, but the real world is not the Rim. Salune is fully healed. Woo! All right, still doesn't have the right middle finger. Not sponsored by Lernu.net, but I'm happy to recommend them. Yeah. Out of curiosity, what are the methods that you've used with your Esperanto learning journey so far? I always love hearing about them. All right, we've got 34 decent, not 34. We have 34 total. How many of them are not decent? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're getting there. I need to update the amount that we're going for. Let's see. 39 was how many they wanted. We have 5 bad ones. I don't know whether we'll make more bad ones. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're getting close, you guys. We have 4 days left. It's going to be touch and go. We need to decide who's going, and it needs to include some fighters. I'm really into grammar, so I learned that grammar quite a bit ago, and then I'm learning the words by seeing them and then repeating them for a period of time. Super cool. That's kind of similar to my learning journey when I was learning Esperanto, and when I was in that phase of learning words, seeing them, repeating them. I put post-it notes everywhere with the words for the things on the. I post-noted. I can't even English at all. I stuck post-it notes with the words in Esperanto onto things that had words that I was learning in Esperanto. Like mirror, spegulo, for example. sometimes I think I'm making sense and then I'm not. And that just makes me sad. Knowing Esperanto does not necessarily make me better at speaking English. That's sad, but true. It makes everything more fun, though. Absolutely everything more fun. We need to get on chopping trees because there's so much stuff that we need to do that we need wood for. Let's look at our priorities. Who's doing things like cutting down trees? Constellazio and I. Who's best at it? Constellazio. We're going to temporarily ask Constellazio to chop some trees. I used to have a mod, a RimWorld mod. Brulli, Aviadi, Controlli, and Bisogni. And Controlli is one of those tough ones because it doesn't map exactly where you think it would. As an English speaker, it's a false cognate. A good question. When someone is a native English speaker, that still leaves us with many questions. Where might they be from? Always fun to learn. All right, Solune is feeding Latros. That's an interesting priority. Yeah. That's one of your priorities, all right. Even though I really want you to be tailoring, I suppose that feeding the prisoners is also a good idea. Now, as these prisoners get well, we want to recruit them. Mago has only 12 resistance and Latros has only 6 resistance. Amazing. Let's strategically plan this for a second here. I think, let me look at my schedule here. I think that might be Solune and I who need to take care of that. I'm going to pause for just a second and look at Solune's bio. Interesting. Why is Solune... I'm confused. All right, I need to prioritize being the warden myself because that's going to be my only chance to make friends. Because otherwise people are not going to like me. Okay, Solune. I honestly, I want you to listen to me when I say it's really my only chance here. I want you to focus on making hats. And let me do the wardening. Thank you. Otherwise, everybody's going to hate me. You know why? Because I'm staggeringly ugly. But if I can get in good with them right now, before they're recruited, then I have a chance. Having a friend. I don't really have a lot of friends. Born in the United States, but the family is from UK. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that, Water. Because at some point when I was a preteen, I think, at some point I made a choice to use some British written forms of words because they seemed more correct to me. Not all of them, but the ones that seemed more correct to me, I was like, I'm taking that and using it, and it is a form of English and people will adapt or not, and I'm just quirky that way. And I tried to train myself out of it at some point, but I think it partially stuck in the way that, like, I don't notice when people use British spellings. I don't notice that as something different. Stug, why are you sleeping there? Ah, was this your bed? Mole sleeping there, but that's supposed to be Irizanyo's bed. What is going on here? This is Irizanyo's bed. Oh no, it's by Mole. Got it. Who's sleeping here? That's medical and for prisoners. We don't have that many prisoners anymore. It's okay for that. Let's see. Who doesn't have a bed? Stug. That's fine. We'll put Stug there. Stug, you don't have to sleep in the field. You're going to have a beer. All right, that's fine. Have a beer. I would assume that... Oh, yeah. I had a friend when I was in high school who went to school in America but was from England. And after about a year, she said, I go back home and people say I have an American accent. But while I'm here, everybody says I have a British accent. So her accent got to be in the middle, and she didn't fit in anywhere anymore in terms of her accent. Everybody thought she sounded foreign no matter where she was, which is just so unfortunate and sad in a way. Like, I mean, if that's something that you dig, then that's happy. But I don't think she was happy about it. I don't think she dug it at all. So I feel sad about that for her. Why is Solune sleeping? Solune, we need you to be working and not sleeping. Those insults are taking a while to wear off. Well, I'll let you sleep because you're going to start feeling less insulted in short order. So that's a good reason to keep sleeping right now so that your mood is better when you wake up. Some Americans don't even understand you. Ugh, boo. Well, it was crazy enough insults for him to start throwing fisticuffs. So, yes. Oh, do you stream CK Kitty? I should ask. That's one way for us to be able to hear your wonderful accent. All right. Irizanyo still has not grabbed a weapon, but also Solune still has not made a great bow because we have hats to make. So we're still in that situation. Nothing special. Americans just can't handle the glottal stop. I see. You are from the Greater London area, perhaps? Do not stream yet. I love the way you said that. Yes, yes, yes. Is the glottal stop from the south of Great Britain, or does it exist also in the north? I'm not asking you to dox yourself. Oh, wait, my question kind of did. I retract my question. I'm so curious about the regionality of accents, but that gets into York. Oh, okay. Cockney and York. That's fascinating. All right, so there's a way not to dox yourself. Cockney and York. Cool. All right. So Lune's still sleeping. How's the mood? Improving soon. Starts expiring in 0.4 hours. Ugh, the hay is rotting again. All right, so Lune's up and at it. Making pants. No, why are you making pants? We don't want pants. We don't want pants. We want hats. You know what this means? Once again, we don't have materials to make hats from. All right, what can we do about this? I'm meditating. Can I instead shear a muffalo? Like it's an emergency. Let's shear all the muffalo that can be sheared. I will shear the muffalo which can be shorn. There's only 2 of them. Ah, well. We have a lot of baby muffalo. This could become problematic soon. Let me look at my situation here. Growth is more than consumption, but that includes these fields, which is not actually food for animals. Yeah, potentially problematic situation. Muffalo 8. be one muffalo too many. Countess C, hello! I think there is, in some regional American accents, a certain amount of glottalization of T's. But it's not the same glottalization. I'm trying to think about how to back up that statement. I am not an expert on regional accents. Nuttin instead of nothin'. Nuttin. Yeah, that's a type of. It's not quite the same glottalization, but it's a type of glottalization. Thank you. Countess C has described it for me. Streamer fail. Chat for the win. Always trust chat. Chat collectively knows everything, but count as C more than most. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. That's the way it sounds when Americans do that. All right, Mole, you are passing through this very bloody place. It's me. It's my fault. It's all my blood. I bled all over that room. Oh, I wasn't the only one. Irizanyo did as well. But if we could just clean that up, that'd be lovely. I don't know nothing, but I do love accents and rap. I did not know that. Cool. Cool. Oh, I should have known that because I know you've written some raps. So there we go. Yeah. All right. I am starting to feel tired. It's going on 4 hours. That's a much longer stream than usual. I'm quite proud of myself. I want to go on this excursion, but I think the smart thing to do is to finish stream before we go on this run to supply the hats and save Espinosa. That means I have to remember to check my quest log as soon as we start next Wednesday. Oh, and Count SC is Canadian, so spells things in a Commonwealth fashion. Very good. Very good. All right. So yes, my uptime is 3 hours, 41 minutes, 8 seconds. Respectable. Respectable. All right. Irizanyo is wearing some Devil Strand pants. Cool. Cool. So let's see. Let's do another check on our hat situation. I want to make sure that the ones that are not, that don't have an X are truly poor quality. All right, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, no, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We need 9 more hats. 9 more decent quality hats. Yep, that's what it's ordered. 9 more is ordered. Now that means 9 more without any mistakes. There's no guarantees that there won't be mistakes. Maybe I could do some cleaning. Cleaning would be good. And chatting with prisoners would be good. All right. So we're bandaged up. We still have that wake-up addiction we're dealing with. We do not have prosthetic toes or fingers in this game. Constellatio has a scar on the eye. That from a spellipede, that must have been from before we started the game. I did not remember that. All right, so I'm going to chat with both prisoners and we'll see how this goes. Stug is once again inspired for trade. So potentially Stug might be going along on this trip. Stug plus 2 fighters, I'm thinking. Something like that when they go. So, I'm currently a rival. But that might improve. Whew. Minus 47. Yikes. Mago, on the other hand, hates me less. Why? Why? Oh, rapport built times 5. Oh, I did not realize I had already built that much rapport. Well, that went very quickly. That's a good sign. Scars can make you even more unique. Yes, I'm just wondering. I'm thinking it might behoove us to have Constellatio also try to make friends. So I'm going to go ahead and say Constellatio can prioritize wardening to be higher than everything but cutting plants. I don't know how much good that will do, but higher than everybody else except for the staggeringly ugly Alex. All right, Elisanyo's enjoying a beer. Everybody's kind of getting on about their lives. Let's make the choice about who's going when we go on the trip. Constellatio is going to be shooting more accurately for a little while. We don't hate that. Bio, that's what we want to look at. All right, Stug has decent shooting ability. We like it. Mol's great. Elisanyo can stay home. So Lune can go on the trip. Maybe me. Or do we send Constellatio with a melee weapon so that we have at least one melee fighter? There's an idea. So I would say Stug and Solune, and then either me or Constellatio. We will cross that bridge next week. So on Friday, we're going to have a stream in Esperanto. Might contain some music content, might contain some RimWorld. And then on Sunday, we will have hopefully the wildflower stream that will determine whether or not we are going to be switching over to the other save file. Hopefully not necessary. I'm crossing my fingers. And then on Monday, music. So that is the schedule as is planned. Thank you for shouting out the Discord link, Constellatio. And I'm going to pause the game here and go back to our just chatting screen momentarily. When I co-streamed with Claire, we got 18 new followers that day. So we are getting so close to 1,200 followers. When I hit 1,000, I decided, okay, we're going to stop celebrating every single 100. That's just getting ridiculous. We're going to celebrate at 1,200 and 1,500 and 2,000. So I need to decide, what are we going to do to celebrate? How are we going to make this special? So make sure to get into the Discord and help us decide what we're going to do. How are we going to celebrate that accomplishment as a community? Because I'm dropping frames. No, I don't want to be dropping frames. Because yeah, that's something that we did together. It's I would not be here streaming if it were not for you all. So yes, and please follow Claire Picks. I really enjoyed making the music with her and getting to meet her cats and even her shortest time ever foster kitten. So yeah, if you missed that, there's the video. Right? There's the video. So yeah. Wait. I say there's the video or there's the video. On my computer, it's over here because I have the chat over on that side for reasons. I mean, there's pluses and minuses to that. I think I should look for somebody to raid. That's what I should do. Let's check it out and see who's doing what. I can push buttons. Really, I promise I can. Let's make that be quiet. That did not get quiet. There we go. All right. That's not going to work. I need to use a different browser. Ugh. Why? Why is it like this? All right. Okay. Checking out the list of live people that I follow. So many musicians. But I'm not doing music today, so it could be fun to raid a gamer. You know? Could be fun. Or IRL streamer. That's also fun. Let me check one out real quick here. Oh, that's how I check that out. That looks kind of relaxing to watch. All right, we're gonna raid somebody that I haven't raided a lot, if ever. We'll meet a new friend. They're playing Nier Automata, but they've got, you know, a chill indication for their stream, so it could very well be a nice fit for us since we keep it pretty chill here. New friends, yes. So hopefully this will be a good new friend for us to meet. I have a good feeling about it, and I'm going to go to my ending screen so you guys can see the credits roll. Thank you all so much for everything that you do to make this stream such a wonderful, cozy place. I just really appreciate how you all are so welcoming and kind to each other and so forgiving of all of my foibles. So I appreciate you all very much, and I'll see you again on Friday. Bye!